personal credit is what opens up the door. Your business credit is what gives you unlimited options. We live in an era where everyone goes to Chat GPT so I'm not here to sell you information. I'm here to give you value in real time. For the people in the back, I can't hit a goal if I'm not able to face that current problem, right? I have to face it and understand there's always a solution to my problem. I'm gonna say that one more time for the people in the back. Options do not build wealth. Your systems do. Whether you're gonna invest, again, invest in something that's recession proof. Invest into something that you know that's going to start making and generating you income. Get with a professional that knows what they're talking about. Right now, if you invest in yourself and you decide to join the Bag family in real time, then we're going to coach you through the process. What's going on, Bag family? We're back with another episode. Coach Dee Brown here, man, and I'm super excited because you guys have been plugged in consistently every single week, man. So we greatly appreciate the love, the support. Are you sharing? You know, we get people that reach out and say, hey, man, I found you guys because someone shared your episode with me, man. So, you know, we're going to continue to push the envelope and just provide value in real time. This is Keeping It Real with the Brown. So if you are new to our channel, if you're new to the Bag family, listen, we appreciate you for being here. Make sure you hit that notification bell, subscribe button. Just man, just share, show some love. That's all we ask for. Just show some love, man. We're giving you this free value in real time. So we appreciate you guys. We really, really do. So last week, episode 57, we were talking about how you're able to build and leverage business credit, right? This provides you unlimited options. Now, on this episode, we're going to be plugging in both personal as well as business credit, right? So you want to look at it, your personal credit and your business credit are the same. They're playing the same position. You're using them as two levers, but playing the same game, if that makes sense. All right. So when it comes to you building and understanding, first, getting your personal credit right, because again, we talked about it last week. Your personal credit is what opens up the door. Your business credit is what gives you unlimited options. Okay. But we're going to show you how to stack both your personal credit as well as your business credit. All right. So first thing you need to do, make sure you take out your notepad. Make sure you're taking copious notes. Make sure you're staying plugged in. Man, listen, you got the kids, make sure they're upstairs, they're resting, whatever you got to do. Man, listen, turn your phone off. No social media for this next 30 to 45 minutes, because if you take this information, I promise you, right? I'm not here to sell information, by the way. Because a lot of people now, we live in an era where everyone goes to Chat GPT so I'm not here to sell you information. I'm here to give you value in real time, because this is what I've been doing for the last 7 years in real time, helping people in real time, right? So again, it's my responsibility on giving you the information. It's your responsibility on what you do with that information, people. And we going to continue to provide the value in real time, because it's Keeping It Real with the Browns. All right. So first thing you need to do, all right, if you have not checked your personal credit, you need to do that pronto. Not talking about Credit Karma. I'm talking about a reputable credit monitoring. So we'll have the link for our credit monitoring in the description below. For $1.99, right? You being a part of the Bag family, for $1.99, you're able to pull your credit. Well, check your credit, because a lot of people, we have this misconception of you checking your credit hurts your credit score. Now you just accumulated an inquiry on your credit, and that's not the case. I'm here to debunk that right now. That is not the case. You can look at your credit, check your credit as many times as you want, and it does not hurt your credit. All right. So we'll have the link in the description below. All you have to do simply is create an account for $1.99. You'll be able to have access to all three reports with each credit bureau: Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. All right. And if you need assistance on how to be able to analyze your credit reports, schedule a call with us and we'll be more than happy to assist you in that area. All right. Because I get it. A lot of people are intimidated to check their credit report. It's one thing checking your credit score. It's another thing checking your actual entire credit profile, right? Like people are like this, like I don't want to see it. But again, you can't hit a target that you cannot see, right? For the people in the back, I can't hit a goal if I'm not able to face that current problem, right? I have to face it and understand there's always a solution to my problem. So look at it, assess it, come up with a game plan, reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to serve you and give you that realistic roadmap in real time to helping you, get to that personal credit score goal, 720 or higher. The higher, the better. Okay. So by the way, I want to share this with you guys. Every single Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are conducting a completely free live Zoom call. All right. The link will be in the description below as well. So if you're looking to build your personal credit, rebuild your personal credit, start building and working on your business credit, you definitely want to be on this call. You definitely want to be on this call because we're giving it all out. Here you go. Take it. All right. So from strategies to your systems to no matter what industry you're in, giving you the step-by-step framework on how you're able to position your business for success in 2026 and beyond. All right. So you can share this with someone, a friend, a family member that you know that can benefit from this. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You definitely want to be on this call because we're giving the game. Myself and Coach Joe Canna, we're giving you the game in real time. All right. Cool. All right. So we're gonna be able to determine on this call. We'll be able to answer your questions. Any questions you may have, we'll be able to see, give you that roadmap, but actually see exactly where you stand, your funding plan, what you're looking to accomplish with your personal or your business credit in real time. This is no guesswork, people. This is no theory. All right. When you get on this call, you're going to have a realistic roadmap and clarity of where you're looking to go when it comes to taking your business, taking your income to the next level, taking your credit to the next level. Okay. So link will be in the bio. We'll see you on the greater side. All right. So in episode 57 last week, we talked about options don't build wealth. Your systems do. I'm going to say that one more time for the people in the back. Options do not build wealth. Your systems do. All right. So we're going to talk about personal credit and business credit. All right. So this is what I call personal and business. This is your stacking strategy. So last week we talked about, you at least having 5 vendor accounts, 2 LOCs, lines of credit account, 2 lines of credit for your business. That's a good starting point. And again, mindset, shifting it, right? Come up with a game plan, stick with that game plan. Even if it's mundane, even if it's boring, I don't care. Like, we got to shift this. You do the same thing over and over again and rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Okay? So we're not here to, it's just discipline. What are you willing to give up in order to go up in 2026? Right? Again, I'm not here to sell you information. I'm here to give you the game, the value in real time, but it's up to you on what you do with it. See, a lot of us are curious on information, but we're allergic to execution. Oh, yeah. So I'm not here to say, here's the information, because the reality is this. 95% of the people that watch this, they're not going to do anything with the information anyway. So Coach Dee Brown is not here to sell you information. I'm here to just give you the game, give you the value in real time. Whatever you decide to do with it, it's up to you. All right. So, personal credit. This is why relationships matter. This is why your systems matter, right? Because let's say if you have Navy Federal, right? You have a Navy Federal credit union, right? So let's say you have a personal checking account and you've established good faith and you've been responsible, no overdrafts, none of that. Since you've opened up the account, you're going inside of the bank, you're showing your face, you're introducing yourself, you're building up those profound relationships with your teller, with your personal banker. That's what I do. I love making, my wife would tell you, I love making bank runs. Since I've been a business owner, I've been consistently going to the bank, showing my face. So when it's time for me to apply for something, they already know Mr. Brown is he's a businessman. Documentation beats conversation. So it's nothing for them to give me $150,000, $200,000 line of credit, right? Or even a loan, because I've established that good faith over the years. Make sense? So if you're just starting out, and a lot of my students, a lot of our clients that have gotten approved with our Navy Federal, I consider them partners. And the reason why I consider them partners is because we refer a lot of our clients, family members, friends, we've referred them to Navy Federal, right? And whether it's them going inside of the bank or them just simply applying for a financial product online. A lot of our clients, our students, our family, friends have gotten approved, right? $12,000 line of credit, $25,000 line of credit, even up to $50,000 line of credit. Make sense? Because they opened up the account, they leveraged the account, they start using that account responsibly. 6 months. Take 6 months. Use that account responsibly. Make sure if you get paid W-2, 1099, whatever, make sure deposits are going inside of that account. Every single, depending on your pay frequency, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly. But see, a lot of times, here's the thing. We want multiple accounts. We want like 4 or 5 checking accounts. For what? Right? For what? Right? Again, last week we talked about it. You want more income than outcome. More money coming in than going out. Right? But in this case, when it comes to leveraging your credit and it's time for you to apply for a credit card, this is what we're going to do. So you open up a Navy, you know someone, a family, a friend that's already a Navy Federal member, right? You ask them, hey, listen, you mind if, you refer me? Boom. Because as a Navy Federal member, you got to refer a family member or a friend. Right? So I refer you. Coach Dee Brown refers you. You open up an account at least 6 months. You treat that account well, right? You feed that account. You build those relationships with your tellers inside of Navy Federal. And then if you're a part of our ecosystem, if you're a part of our community, we're going to tell you exactly what you need to do to prepare yourself and position yourself to get approved for a credit card. Right? So this is what we call stacking on the personal side. So with Navy, they're only pulling from one bureau, which is TransUnion typically. Right? So that's one. So you just got approved, let's say for $25,000. Bam. That's one inquiry with one bureau. Right? We're not shopping. That's not what we're here to do. We're not here to accumulate a whole bunch of inquiries. Okay. Then we're going to say, all right, now we're going to go over to Chase. Chase typically pulls from Experian, right? Sometimes they may pull from Equifax, but majority of the time, 98% of the time, they're pulling from Experian. All right. So now, bam, You got 25,000 over with Chase. So now you're at $50,000 in line of credit, right? So this is the stacking method that I'm referencing. All right. Now we go to Amex. Amex is a little bit different because, again, you got to really show Amex, American Express, that you are a responsible consumer, right? And this is one of the reasons why when it comes to Amex, we're not going to treat Amex like we would treat Navy Federal, Bank of America, Chase, right? There's levels to this. So typically we'll say, all right, you go ahead and apply for, I don't know, you could apply for Amex Everyday Card, right? You may get approved for $1,000. Cool. That's a great start, right? When you don't have too much skin in the game. All right. So now 6 months, whatever you use, remember the banks say 30% bag. We say keep that utilization at 10% or under every single billing cycle. So for example, for the people in the back, hear me closely. If you have $1,000 credit limit, you don't want to spend $100 on that credit card, right? Within that billing cycle. So let's say your due date is on the 15th. Your closing date may be on the 21st. So whatever you spend on that credit card, let's say it's $200. Now you're over that 10%, right? You want to just make sure you pay that $200 back before they report it, before your closing statement date, right? So if your closing statement date is on the 21st of each month, pay that balance back before the 19th, no later than the 19th of each month. And this is why it's extremely crucial to understand why it's important to have a credit monitoring provider, a reputable credit monitoring provider. Because all of our clients that leverage our credit monitoring, we have them leverage our simulator system. So all of your credit card accounts are plugged into our simulator. And in real time, it shows you exactly when your due date is for each credit card account, when your statement date is, and when your closing date is with each. So now in real time, you're able to see how much you need to pay on each credit card, when that credit card account is going to report each billing cycle, and it's going to also show you those increases by you paying back on that card. Make sense? So again, there's no guesswork here. We're not throwing Hail Marys and putting our hand over our eyes, hoping that we catch the Hail Mary. No, there's no guesswork. Again, we can't hit a target that we can't see. So we got to see it in real time to give you that realistic roadmap so we can help you. Now, 6 months goes by, Amex, they're like, okay, we're going to go ahead and give you an offer. So congratulations. You treated this account well. You were responsible for this account. Now you may move up and graduate to an Amex Delta SkyMiles card, right? They may give you $3,000, $5,000 on that card, right? You treat that well, boom. Now you're headed to the big boys. You might get the Amex Plum, the Amex Gold, the Amex Gold Business, the Platinum. Listen, everything I'm telling you guys, this is what we did in real time. Family members, leverage what I'm telling you, exactly what I'm telling you. They did exactly what I'm telling you, and they got approved. They leveraged the stacking method, right? They didn't accumulate a whole bunch of inquiries, right? And there's another play that I want to give you guys, but I think I'm gonna share. I'm not gonna share that too soon. I'm not gonna jump the gun too soon, right? I'm not gonna jump the gun too soon. But I'm gonna give you guys a gift. I may do it next week. And when I tell you guys this strategy, I've been doing it for some years now. And when I tell you it works like a charm, we've had our clients do it, and it works like a charm every single time. And this is why systems and strategy are essential when you're looking to level up. So yeah, I may gift you guys this strategy next week. But until then, you guys got to stay tapped in. So make sure you guys hit that notification bell, share this with someone that you know that can benefit from this value. All right. So we got about $100,000 in line of credit. Now we got got some skin in the game. We got some leverage, right? Okay, cool. You know exactly what you need to do to get what you need for your business, to 10x your business, to take your business, because now you're playing the leverage. Again, all debt is not bad debt. It's how you utilize the debt, people. Mindset. We got to shift this. All debt is not bad debt. It's how you utilize the debt. I'm not here to sound cliche. I'm not here to sound gimmicky. I'm telling you guys facts because this is what I've been doing since 2019 in real time. See, what's crazy is I don't even have the bandwidth to go back and forth with people that are not even in my industry to tell me this is what I do. I do this every single day. I came from corporate America. I came from property management. Me and my wife, right? So we used to deny people all the time. I was an assistant property manager. She was a property manager. And we used to deny people all the time. I was more so on the allocating like our books, making sure our books for our properties were substantial across the board. I'm in meetings with the owners of Goldman Sachs. One of our owners was Goldman Sachs. So I'm sitting at these tables with these people in real time. So when people try to challenge me on, you don't know what you're talking about, because I don't have to, because we're changing people's lives in real time. So I don't need to go back and forth with someone when I know, man, yo, coach, you're him, not them. You've actually helped people. You got a proven track record, bro. And the only reason I'm sharing this, man, because I still get it to this day. People try to challenge me on, no. All right, cool. Stay where you at then. Stay where you at. We over here changing lives. So you're going to either don't be a mustard. You got to catch up. Say that one more time for the people in the back. Don't be no mustard. Catch up. Catch up. All right. So now we at $150,000 in lines of credit. Cool. Great. All right. Now we take you over to Bank of America. All right. Bank of America also pulls from Experian. All right. So if you do this in the same day, within 24 hours, right, you're not going to accumulate multiple inquiries. Right? I'm telling you guys, again, you may have to watch this episode maybe 2-3 times. All right. So you just got to prove for $250,000 in line of credit. Now you have leverage. Now you know exactly what you need to do, whether you're going to invest. Again, invest in something that's recession proof. Invest into something that you know that's going to start making and generating you income. Get with a professional that knows what they're talking about. Don't go out here and be no crash dummy and you do something. Now you blaming everybody else. This is why I'm telling you guys. We got to shift this. The people out here winning, it wasn't by accident. It was on purpose. They knew exactly what they wanted to do. They just needed to leverage those resources. They just needed to say, okay, cool. This is the game plan. This is the plan. This is the strategy. These are the systems that I have implemented. Boom. Now it's time for me to execute on everything that I learned, whether it's through mentorship, my resources, my relationships. Now that's what I'm here to do. Nothing more, nothing less. It's not rocket science, people. It's not rocket science. We gotta, that's why distractions, we gotta stop being distracted and stop overthinking this thing. I really do. I really feel like we overthink things too much. We don't have to. All right. So now we're about 250,000 in. Now, in the interim, now we're building up your business credit. So we're setting up those vendor accounts accordingly, right, to your respective industry. We're going to go ahead and, work with those for about 3 to 6 months. And once we have established good faith with the lenders on the business side, then we'll say, okay, let's go ahead and let's go back to American Express and let's go ahead and apply for that Amex business. 4 points for every dollar you spend, right? So now you take those reward points, you pay back, you shop, you travel. So when I tell you guys, we travel for free, we stay in the finest hotels for free, we get the best rental cars, I'm able to shop, do this, take my kids, my wife on vacation, it's because we're leveraging those reward points. Make sense? Or I'm like, you know what, this month, boom, I'm just going to take those reward points and I'm just going to pay it back on the card. I'm just going to use, that's money. That's free money that they're giving you for being a responsible consumer, being a responsible member with them, people. The worst tool that the U.S. government ever created was a debit card. Of course, a debit card was designed to put you in more debt. Again, all debt is not bad debt, right? But the worst tool the government ever created was creating a debit card. You use the debit card to pay back on the credit card. But when you start getting these these credit cards that have powerful benefits, now you're playing the leverage game. It's all about leverage, people. All about leverage. All right. So if you're strategically stacking applications, if you're doing it strategically, you're going to win every single time. Every single time. This is how we've been able to help some of our students when it comes to generating income. Because again, when you have the resources and you have the leverage, right? Now you have some options. All right, I need to do this. Let me invest in this so I can start generating some income. Let me get my systems in place within my business model so I can start really, really moving the needle and moving the goalposts forward. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Again, this is not rocket science. All right. So, personal credit. And every single month, remember, every single month on the personal side, whatever you're using on that credit card, make sure you understand your due date, your statement date, your closing date. All right. You pay back on that credit card. You pay that balance back at 10% or under. Do that consistently. Make sure you're leveraging your credit monitoring. Leverage that credit monitoring weekly. If you want to do it daily, more power to you. Leverage it. That's what it's there for. It's to protect you, but give you clarity, give you understanding where you stand with your credit. Making sure nothing is being reported inaccurately. You work so hard on your credit, why not treat it like your SSN? Why not treat it like your social security number? You work hard on it. But if you're putting it if you're just putting it on the back burner, you're going to treat it as such, right? So make sure you're looking at that frequently as much as possible. Okay? So here's a quick recap. All right. So your business credit unlocks your vendor lines, your vendor trade lines, your equipment financing, depending on what industry you're in, gives you higher limits, right? On the business side, better financing options. It separates your personal, right, liability, right? Your business is completely separate, right, from personal liability. You want to keep this airtight, right? You want to keep it airtight, people. This is a bridge. It's not a rerun. Okay? All right? So now that you understand this and you understand exactly what you need to do and the framework that you need to do, make it happen. Ask questions. Like my mom used to say growing up back in the day, a closed mouth don't get fed. You have not because you ask not. Right? A closed mouth don't get fed, people. You're not asking questions. I tell my daughter and my son all the time, there's no such thing as a dumb question. Start questioning yourself when you're not asking questions. Hey man, listen, I want to pick your brain. Want to listen, I'm not coming. This is what I do. If you need help, you reach out. Hey, listen, man, I want to pick your brain for about 30, 40. What does that look like? Right? And everyone knows, like, yeah, of course, I charge for my time. The most valuable tool that I have, I'm giving. This is one of the reasons why we say take advantage when you're on these, when you're watching these weekly episodes. If you're tuning in, get on a Zoom call. It's completely free. That's where you're going to get the game, right? But I'm gonna tell you right now, you want to pick Dee Brown's brain. Depending on if I don't know you, if I do know you, or if I say, okay, this person is serious, or no, this person is not serious, I'm going to charge you for my time. My consultations, I charge for my consultations. And the reason why, people, is because people have to know that you are serious about changing the trajectory of your life, of your future. A professional that's in their respective field, they have to know that. If you sit down and say, hey, listen, I need to pick your brain for 45 minutes to an hour, then understand what that professional can be doing within that 45 minutes to an hour. They can be helping other clients, right? In real time. So I'm sharing that, man, because this is one of the reasons why me and my wife decided to go ahead and start implementing these weekly Zoom calls. Because it allows us to be able to serve more people in real time, where it's like, okay, here's the information, here's the value, right? We're gonna kind of pull back the curtain a little bit more to give you more in-depth knowledge and identify the gaps that you're currently experiencing or that you're in, whether it's personal. You may not be a business owner. You may be looking to purchase a home. You may be looking to take out a personal loan or whatever. We're able to pull back that curtain for you to identify exactly where you're at. So this is the powerful thing about, man, listen. So share this with you guys. I've been sick. I was sick, man. They actually had to rush me to the hospital last week. Home. Been under the weather. So I'm like, man, dude. So I've been having like inflammation, like in the heart region, which is called pericarditis. So last week they had to take me to the hospital. So I don't know. I've been having these chest pains on and off. So you guys pray for your brother, man. Pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for me. But listen, we're gonna keep it moving in real time. This is what we love to do in real time, and we're gonna continue to do it in real time. All right. So, yeah, man, we appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, notification bell. Share this with someone that you know that can benefit from this value. All right. So, systems. This is the last. This might be the last play I give you guys for today. Where we at? Okay, we're about 30 minutes in. So, your systems, right? From your bookkeeping to your CRMs to your entity structure, whatever that may look like within your business, you need to start leveraging it as soon as possible. If you are not leveraging those systems as soon as possible, you need to start implementing these systems within your business model, because this is also what the lenders are going to be looking at to determine if they want to entertain your application. Again, you're a business owner. You're not treating your business as a hobby. So if a lender or bank, if they identify that you're just treating your business like a hobby, they're not going to entertain your application. All right. You need to make sure that personal is separated. There's no commingling of the two. More income than outcome. Your daily average balance is substantial. Your monthly ending balance is also substantial, right? If you're pushing $20,000 a month and your monthly ending balance is $300, wait a minute, that's a red flag. If you're pushing $30,000 a month, right, and you're, let's say, let's do the math. If you're pushing 30,000, let me get my calculator out. So if you're pushing 30,000 a month, you divide that, let's just say by 4 weeks. That's about $7,500 a week, right? And let's say we'll just times it by 7 days. I'm sorry. We'll divide that by 7 days. So that's about $1,072 a day, right? Roughly, right? But let's say your daily average balance is like $400. They're looking like, wait a minute. If you make $1,000 a day, like, what are you doing? So now they're pulling those bank statements, those business bank statements. They're identifying like, wait a minute. Okay, this is your overhead. These are your expenditures with your business, right? Okay, they're paying for this. But then on the other side, you're spending majority of that on liabilities. That's a red flag, people. So a lot of times people go into it and say, well, I make $30,000 a month. I make $7,500 a week. Man, I make $1,000 a day. Like, I know I'll get approved. And once you submit the application and it gets to the underwriters, now the underwriters are like, no, we can't take a risk on this applicant because the daily average balance is too low. So more income coming in, staying in, right? And if you have other services within your business model, if you're a service-based business or if you're product-based business and you're making other revenues, you have other revenue streams, make sure it's funneling through that business account. Again, documentation beats conversation. Make sense? So I want to be as practical as possible. I don't want to complicate this. I was talking to my wife about it and I was like, man, listen, I don't want to be technical. I want to, like, sometimes you got to just take it all the way down. You got to take it down 3rd grade level for people. And this is not to make anyone sound, like they don't know like you're ignorant to what, to this space, to credit, to personal credit, to business credit. That's not what we're here to do. But if we can bring it down where it's digestible for you and that you can understand it, number one, it's gonna bring some life into you. Now you're like, oh, wait a minute, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so my objective is to give you a practical framework, a practical blueprint. Okay, so it's digestible. It's easy for you to follow. It doesn't overwhelm you. Right? I know for me, like, if someone gives me something, I'm like, I don't understand that. Number one, how I am, how I'm conditioned, how I'm wired, I'm hiring somebody. Right? How much? Okay. One of the big time influencer online, highly successful, he was sharing with us on one of the calls. He was saying that how he's wired is, he'll pay someone, he'll ask the person, like, he doesn't know, like if he's oblivious in a certain area, he doesn't know, and he knows that he needs that information to take his business to the next level, he'll ask that person, hey, how much will it cost for me to pick your brain for like a couple hours? Oh, the person may say, oh, 25 grand. Okay, so I'm gonna pay you 25 grand. I don't need all that other stuff. I just need this right here. And I was like, oh, what? Okay. And he said majority of successful people, that's how they think. So for me, it's same thing. My wife, same thing. We've invested in mentorships, right? And we'll say, okay, how much? I just need to pick your brain for 3 days. I don't need the whole 12-week course. I just need to pick your brain for 3 to 4 days. How much would you charge me? And when this individual shared that with us, I said, man, that's what me and my wife have been doing for the last 2-3 years. Is investing, of course, in our personal development, investing in other ventures to take our business and take everything that we're looking to accomplish to the next level. But in order to play, people, you got to pay. You got to pay. In order to play, you got to pay. Because it's an investment towards your future. I'd rather pay someone that I know can help me get to that next level, because success loves speed. I don't care. Nope. I don't care. Anybody tell you otherwise, it's cap. Success loves speed. So I would rather pay someone that I know can help me get there faster than me trying to figure it out myself. I'm spinning the wheels at that point. Right? Does that make sense? Like, no, I'm going to pay this person. Let me pay you. So when it comes to investing, mentorship, because again, when you're around, all right, so this will correlate before we wrap up. This will correlate to what we do. Personal credit, business credit, helping entrepreneurs, business owners, get to the next level by leveraging their credit. But if you're not surrounding yourself around people, like-minded, successful people that are always longing to get to the next level, you're always going to be conditioned with either having a scarcity mindset or not taking that leap. Because you're only operating to the degree of where you always what you always know, which is what's familiar. Does that make sense? So if I'm only operating to the degree of what's familiar, then then the next person that comes in my proximity and they're operating like you, who's at that point, who's helping who? Right? So it's imperative that you're surrounding yourself and positioning yourself around like-minded people that are longing for success, that are longing to unlearn or relearn, to shift and change things. Make sense? So again, whether you're a friend, a family member, mentee, coach, I don't care. If you know you have goals, you have to be willing to take that step. Ask. You got to be willing. If it's something, and if you're not serious, then that's fine, right? But you got to be willing to take that step. You got to be willing to show initiative to say, you know what? I want to level up. And in order for me to do that, I got to put myself in proximity in environments of people that are winning, because listen, the very first time I got in a room with 8-10 figure earners, it was so contagious. I didn't want to leave the room. I was like a sponge. I was soaking up all the game. This was in Vegas. My wife was pregnant with our son. Was it Mason? Yeah, she was pregnant with our son at the time. Right? So she had to stay back with our daughter. But I was calling her and I was like, yo, babe, like, I got to get you in this room with me. I got to get you in this room. And when she got in the room, she was like, oh, babe, okay, I see what you're talking about. She had never been in a room like that before. Right? So now we are constantly wanting to be and invest in. I'm forever a student. I'm constantly people. And I'm saying this, I don't want to sound redundant, but I feel like I have to, because I get it so much where people, and I'm like, yo, this is like, what are you doing? That's why you got to be anchored, and you got to be unapologetic where you're going, because if you're not, it's easy to be influenced and swayed in different directions. But when you're anchored and you know exactly what you want and what you're looking to accomplish and what you're looking to do, no one can throw you off your pivot, right? Because you're all the way in it, right? So for us, when we decided to get in those rooms till this day, because we're grateful for where we're at, but I'm here to tell you, we're nowhere where we want to be. We still have so much room for growth, so much room for improvement. So we're constantly investing into our personal development, into mentorship, right? Into information, because we know we want the information. Again, listen, I need that, because I know that right there is going to help me. That's going to help accelerate me to the next level. Right? So I just want to encourage you guys, man, when it comes to this, what we're giving you guys, the game, the value in real time, because it's keeping it real with the Browns, make sure you're doing your due diligence and you're being intentional with executing on it. Ask questions so you can get clarification, so you can get clarity. That's the only way. You can't do it by yourself. You can't do it by yourself. You can, but it's going to take a little bit longer. For some, it's going to take longer for others, instead of just investing, because you're not investing in that person. You're investing back into yourself. You're investing back into the game plan, to the initiative, and to the objective. That's what you're doing. So when it comes to your credit, if you don't know something, yo, I need that. Business credit, yo, I need that. Yo, how much would you? Okay, I don't need all that. But I need that. Right? So again, if it's to be, it's up to me. We've dealt with a lot of business owners, new business owners just starting, well-seasoned business owners making multiple figures a month, not a year, but a month, right? But we don't, listen, we treat all clients the same. We treat all profiles the same. We go into it the same because we understand our strategy. We understand our processes. We understand it works when you work it. Right? So that's pretty much it, man. Yeah, we're a little bit past time this week, man. But I when I feel that nudge to kind of not derail, because again, it'll all tie back in. I'm not that guy, because I don't even consider myself a mentor, right? I do consider myself a coach. I am a coach, right? I am a coach, but I don't consider myself a mentor. I coach people. Like my wife would tell you, like, I'm so big on the educational piece, and that's why we plugged in. We don't just fix credit. We educate, we change lives. We don't position people, business owners, to get their credit right so they can go out here and get the funding and get the approvals that they need to take their income and their business to the next level. But in the interim, I'm still coaching my students through it. I'm still coaching my clients through it. We're still coaching and guiding them through the process, because I was that guy on the other side of the fence where you just give me the information and expect for me, what I'm going to do with this. That's why I'm telling you guys, I'm not here to sell you information. Right? Now, if you invest in yourself and you decide to join the Bag family in real time, then we're going to coach you through the process. Because we want you to be so confident when you get that first approval, $25,000, $50,000 first approval. We want you to be so confident to know you know exactly what to do with it, because you've shifted this and you've changed your relationship and your viewpoint on money. But if you haven't, then I'm going to just tell you straight up, listen, we still got some work to do, because you might fumble that. You might do something you ain't got no business doing. Don't come back and say, Coach, nope. Right? So it's so much bigger than like what we're creating, man. That's why we're just in a season of heavy high momentum, because what we're creating is so fascinating, man. What we're creating is so dope to me, because from testimonials to people reaching out, it's like, man, your knowledge, we follow you guys. My cousin, they leverage you. Now they referred us to you because they said you'll point us in the right direction. You'll get us where we need to be. And the reality is this, man, we understand we can't help everyone, right? I wish I could, but I can't, right? I can't. Right. But what we can do is serve those that are willing to help themselves. So again, man, that's pretty much it for this week. I think we got a little personal this week, but maybe that was like a TED talk. I don't know. But I was led, man. And when I'm led, I'm going to be obedient. So make sure you guys like, subscribe. Again, if you need help with your personal credit, if you don't know where you stand with your personal credit, all right, make sure You click the link in the description. $1.99, you check your credit. All right. If you are like, you know what? I need to get on this Zoom call. The link will be in the description as well for next week. All right. So next week's Zoom call, if you're watching this today, next Thursday, you can jump on that Zoom call and we'll answer your questions. We'll provide the value in real time and we'll, take it from there. All right. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys. All right. So here are the action steps I want you to take this week. All right. Okay. Here, right here. All right. This week, I want you to pull your personal credit. All right. And your business credit reports. And I want you to side by side. All right. And you want to identify one gap each, what that gap looks like, and identify it, write it down. Bring that with you on next week's call. If you can't make the call and you need, I need some help, schedule the call with myself or Coach Joe Canna. We'll be more than happy to assist you. All right. All right. I want you to, and then here's the next step. So first step, pull your credit as well as your business credit side by side. If you're not a business owner, you're not interested in building business credit, pull that personal credit. Identify one gap on that credit report. Identify it, write it down. All right. Then, second thing I want you to do, second action step, is I want you to audit where you're at. So if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, who's monitoring and leveraging your bookkeeping, your cash flow tracker? Are you looking at it, whether you're pulling your bank statements every single month, whether you're leveraging, your payroll system, whether it's in QuickBooks or you have another payroll software? Are you leveraging that? Are you auditing that every single week, bi-weekly or monthly? You should be auditing it every single week, especially depending on the size of your team. Depending on the size of your team, you should be auditing it daily. That's just me, right? You can't expect what you don't inspect, right? So you need to be inspecting. Again, we can't hit a target that we can't see. Okay? And then lastly, man, just register for that next week's Zoom call. All right? So again, episode 58, man, make sure you like, subscribe, share with someone that you know that can benefit from this value. Until next time, see you next week.